This one will be real short. Before I open this or before I display this PowerPoint, I wanted to show you something at the bottom of slides. Every now and then, if I have some extra point that might be interesting to you, but it's not a main point in the PowerPoint, I will put that information in this notes field at the bottom of a PowerPoint slide. So for example, in this PowerPoint, I'm saying something about what is tangent. Down in the field here, I have a note for you in case you're interested that the word tangent comes from the Latin word tangere, which means to touch, and that comes from, and that root is the same root as the word tangible, something you can touch. So look for these notes in the bottoms of slides, but I won't necessarily talk about them because they're like extra goodies. Okay, so in this short one, I just want to talk about curves a little bit. A line that is tangent, you probably know this already, a tangent line just touches a curve at one point. And it could also be a flat surface that touches a curved surface. So that's a tangent. And why that matters is because when you are drawing your multi-views, if you have a curve that is tangent to a flat place, you do not draw an edge there. So here's some kind of bracket with a round end on it. That round end is tangent to the flat surface. And notice here, we do not draw an edge there. An edge, if you drew a line across there, your reader would think, oh, there must be a sharp corner there, but there's not. There's a continually changing curve, so no line. Here are a couple of other examples. Up in the upper left, here is a curved tab sort of thing. There's no sharp edge there, so there's no line in the side view. Same thing with the second item B. These are continually varying curves that are tangent, so no lines across the top view. But notice there is a sharp corner here at the lower edge, so we do show a line in the side view. Then the last two shapes, here is a part that has a curve cut out of it, and we do see sharp corners, so we do represent those edges with lines. When we're looking straight down on this part, if it has, now let me compare. In the upper middle, here is in shape B, here's a part that has a sloping surface with curves on it. So there's no sharp edge there and no lines in the top view. In the lower right corner, here is a part that has curves on it, but it's got a vertical surface straight up and down. And so in this top view, you would draw a line because if you put this part inside your glass box and traced what you saw, you would see a line where that straight up and down edge appeared. If you have a part that has just a small fillet radius, things get a little bit subtle here. If it's just obviously a part with corners and you just put a little fillet radius on the corners, then you do draw edges. For example, I would call this a top view, but I guess you could call it a front view. Anyway, you're trying to show your machinist that this is a V block that does have edges. In the other view, they'll be able to see the fillets. If you did like in the left view and did not show any edges, your machinist could get confused. So you kind of have to use your discretion as a drafter and decide when are we looking at a big old tangent curve and when are we just looking at a corner that has been slightly rounded off. last couple of items, just for your information, FYI. When you draw round shapes, if you were to draw this thing in a program like SolidWorks or Revit and you made a solid model, this hole in this round pipe would not actually look flat. It would actually have a curved sort of appearance. If you're drawing it in AutoCAD, as a drafter, you get to use your discretion to decide, are you going to just show, a flat hole through there, or are you going to show some curvy things? Here's another example, small hole, big hole. Are you going to show a flat surface or a curvy thing? It really is up to you. And in these days of SolidWorks models and Inventor models, it sort of doesn't matter, because SolidWorks or Inventor will be showing this for you. All right, that's all I had to say about curves.